hey, howdy hey, and welcome back to Emily's Adventures in Horrorland. And let me first apologise for a lack of horror story and creepypasta readings. I am working on one, but I'm still getting the hang of A, my new audio editing equipment, and B, my crappy American accent. You know how sometimes to help you get into an accent you have a certain word or phrase? I am merely an observer. I don't participate. It was only when I started working here that I got my own desk. What you doing, man? I going in a lush. That's a girly shop. Un petit pic. Tu as oublié de faire la vaisselle encore? Tu as de la chance que je t'aime. There is no such thing as cheap argan oil. Can't believe I spent 50 quid on this. Yeah. But anyway, today's film, Feast, comes at the request of Craig, who says, I think it's one of the new-ish stylish horror films in recent years. Ish. So, let's sit back and watch the damn film. Yep.
The movie starts with a car crashing, and then we enter a bar, of sorts, where all the characters are presented along with each of their mini bios.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not very PC. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, let's take a moment to talk about these. These are meant to set up the tone of the film, so are they a clever deconstruction of horror stock characters, or a lazy way of identifying the flimsy bar patron's singular defining characteristics?
Well, we'll see.
So far at least, we have an idea of who to like and who not to root for.
Come on. Crappy diem.
Crappy diem. Well, somebody's never seen Dead Poets Society.
Anyway, in bursts Hero, who was in that car accident at the start. He tells everyone that there are horrible creatures outside and that he is here to save their asses, right before he gets pulled through the window and turned into bloody coleslaw.
Tough but not genre savvy, I guess. Oh, we never got to know his name. Oh, Wilhelm, of course. Nice to see you again, Wilhelm. This right here was a good example of flipping audience expectations, especially given how long the character was meant to live.
A not-so-tasteful example occurs shortly afterwards, when Tuffy's young son is suddenly and brutally bumped off. There's no real character development, no time for it really with this many of them, and so all we have to feel sorry for is the loss of youth and innocence.
It just feels a bit cheap. Unlike certain recent purchases. Now then, if I've learnt anything from my creative writing course at uni, then it would be this.
The reader should be able to relate to at least one of your story's characters, even if that character is not strictly speaking likeable.
Luckily, this film has a few of those.
There's the bartender, who's a bit rugged but also cool and collected. He's got sort of a Clint Eastwood vibe, not surprising since he played Billy the Kid once. And there's Tuffy, the aforementioned mother, who has a story arc, believe it or not. After the loss of her son, and later on her horrible hubby, she rises up to become Heroine 2, replacing Heroine 1, who's this guy's wife and a mother herself. And I do like this bit of foreshadowing here.
Of course, the film doesn't focus on Bartender and Tuffy, but it's still nice that the two of them are there.
So creatures start trying to break in, either to kill these people to death, or get frisky with anything that moves. Or doesn't.
Oh man, I thought Bambi's mother's death was undignified.
The creatures attacking the bar turn out to be a family, and one that can reproduce very quickly.
Oh dear.
This little plot point is dealt with in the most delicate manner possible.
Monster cock stuck in the door! Papa Beast got neutered, Missy.
Oh, I could have done without seeing that. Okay, moving on. These monsters are technically scary.
They're intelligent, tactical, and apparently masters of stealth.
Hey dude, you gonna finish that pizza?
And they like to rip off people's faces. Which I'm not sure I can show you on YouTube, actually. Do eyes even do... oh, I don't know. Just one of the things Craig enjoyed about Feast is its quality gore. And that's not untrue, there is a lot of it.
There's also this guy's disgusting decomposition after a creature pukes on him. Yuck. Which is certainly interesting to look at. But I'm not sure the filmmakers know how decomposition works.
Insta-maggots. All in all, there's certainly a silliness to the horror elements. I can see why it would garner such a cult following, as it's certainly different and likes to do its own thing.
I wonder who's behind this movie. Director John Gulager, who cast his father in the role of bartender. Oh, cool. Okay, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Moore, Wes Craven, Bob and Harvey Weinstein. Oh, and all the Maloofs. Dude, that's 12 people.
God, no wonder the film was such a mixed bag. especially when you consider that these people's individual track records can also be considered mixed bags. Did you know that Ben Affleck directed a short film called I Killed My Lesbian Wife, Hung Her on a Meat Hook, and Now I Have a 3-Picture Deal at Disney? And before you ask, no, not based on a true story.
I still don't know if I like this film. As I said, it's different, and it did manage to get a laugh out of me every once in a while.
Great men will write about my bravery.
Please don't tell the great men about this. All things considered, I give this film 6 jam sandwiches out of 10. And as for its life expectancy, well, that's the end of the episode. And if you have any horror film requests, then do feel free to leave me a comment down there, or on my Facebook page, or my blog, or you could email me, or send a smoke signal, carrier pigeon. It's entirely up to you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio. Oh, there's a bat in the closet. I wonder if there's any skeletons in there too.